and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about different side hustles that you can start as a busy parent. Now, if you guys know anything about me, a lot of people have watched my videos and I appreciate everyone. You guys know that my kids are my world. We have 3 kids. I've got twin 10-year-olds and a 7-year-old, but our days are pretty much booked up. Monday, we've got gymnastics. Tuesday, we've got flag football. Wednesday, we've got baseball. Thursday, we've got flag football. Friday is really the first day that we have off. But you still need to find different ways to make ends meet. You need to find different ways to just live a little bit easier and not as stressful. So I'm going to give you some examples, some ideas based on my experience. And I have done a lot, guys. I have been in internet marketing. I've been trying to make money online for like 10 years. And so I've had the ups, I've had the downs, and so I can give you a pretty good idea of what you can do, what you should do, where to get started, and about how much you can make. But before we do that, I want to answer some questions based on my previous video. I have a few questions that I want to make sure that I get to, so that you guys are getting the help that you're looking for. I have one question down here. It says, oh, I think I lost it. Great video, one at a time, good video. I'm starting with affiliate links. You're a genius. Thank you for providing actionable. Do you have a blog where you post your content in written form? So you can go to alstongodbolt.com, and in full disclosure and transparency, essentially what I do, and I do this with all my videos, and it's a way to piggyback and double dip. I make a full-length video like this, just talking to you guys, and then I will upload the transcript into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will take the transcript and it'll make a blog post out of it. And so, if you want to read the blog, feel more, definitely go ahead and do that. But essentially, it's just a written form of this video. So yeah, go ahead and do that. But there were a couple questions I lost them. Oh, one down here about the travel niche. It says, great video and advice. I am trying the faceless travel niche, but not getting the views needed. Do I have to sign up with companies to be an affiliate? So yeah, what you'd want to do is, let's say you want to be an affiliate for like Travelocity or Expedia. You simply would go over to type in Travelocity affiliate program, and it'll either take you to the website or like Commission Junction. And you simply just fill out the application. It's going to ask for your YouTube channel. It's going to ask for your marketing plan. And what I always tell people to do is be very thorough and detailed in your marketing plan, because these guys don't know you, but they want to partner with people that have thought about how they're going to get traffic, what their game plan is, because they want to partner with people that are going to grow their business. And if you can't clearly state how you're going to help further their business and grow their business, it is going to be a struggle. But I think I talked about in that video that I uploaded yesterday, try and niche down. I don't know your account. Actually, I could probably look at it real quick. Actually, one thing that I do want to get back to doing is like channel audits. So if you guys have questions about your channel, do channel audits, or comment like audit this channel, and then I can go take a look. But let me just, while I have you, let me just take a look real quick, and then we'll get back to the main topic, which is weekend side hustles for busy parents. So I'm looking at this. Maybe this is your channel, maybe it's not. One thing that I see right away is your videos are short. And in addition to your videos being short, because they're the one you uploaded 4 days ago, only 2 minutes and 43 seconds, 5 minutes, 8 minutes. I would try and upload longer videos and see if you can potentially find a sub niche. I talked about sub niches yesterday. See if you can pick on traveling with pets or traveling with the elderly. See if you can niche down. Also, take a look at the channels that are already doing well in your niche, and see which videos have performed well in the last few weeks, and see if you can piggyback off of that. Again, I talked about in that video that I uploaded yesterday, but combine something that's already proven to do well with your sub niche, and you could potentially get more views. But that's a couple things that jump out to me right away. You have a video that did well. It says how to pack light, 1.1 thousand views. How can you see if you can find different iterations of that, right? Another video, I have top 10 places to visit in Switzerland. Okay, maybe you can do top 10 places to visit in Switzerland if you want to eat Swiss cheese. See if you can kind of pivot off of that, piggyback off of what's proven to work. Because essentially, when it comes to content creation, you want to figure out what works for your channel and your account and just keep doing the same thing, right? If you find a viral video or if you find an idea, you make a bunch of videos, you get an idea that works, just keep doing it. Do it again and again and again because for whatever reason, that format works on your channel. So, how to pack light, maybe find some different iterations of that, and I think you'll be fine. Anyway, let's go ahead. Hopefully that helped. Let's go ahead and get into the 4 steps because it's just 4 steps for weekend side hustle ideas for busy parents. Now, the first step, and I say this all the time, but it's really important. You want to make a list of your hobbies, skills, or what you do at work all day. Now, the reason why we want to go that route is because you don't have to really learn anything new. It's already going to take some time to learn what you need to do for these other steps. And so we want to move as quickly as possible. And the best way to do that is to do whatever your hobby is or whatever you do at work, whatever your job responsibilities are. Because quite honestly, and I don't know if I said it in this video or a TikTok, but what's really, really important is whatever you know how to do offline, take it online. I'll give you the example of my chiropractor. My chiropractor has a total addressable market of about 500,000 people. So this county and then the surrounding counties. That's it. But if he took his knowledge, skills, and experience in being a chiropractor and created content online, he could add 2 zeros to his total addressable market because there are many more people online with back problems that he can get to through content, through creating and selling maybe a ebook or a workbook or whatever it is, or stretches at home. So I want to press upon you. I know people don't want to bring their work home with them, but the skills that you have from working is a skill that other people are going to pay for. It can be something as boring as Microsoft Excel. If you know about being a data analyst, if you know about programming, there are many more people online that want to learn about programming than offline. And so just make a quick list of 5 or 10. Then after you made a list, identify one problem, concern, or question. So let me just go with the chiropractor thing for an example. I'll go with my example. I have a bad back. My back hurts after playing basketball. So my problem, my concern is how to make my back stop hurting when I'm playing basketball or sports in general, right? It doesn't have to be specific to basketball. So my chiropractor could say that's the problem that I want to solve for other people. How to make your back stop hurting after a sporting event or after exercising. That's a simple one that a lot of people have. I'm sure people watching this video can identify with that. Now that you've got that problem, people having back issues, lower back issues after exercising, you simply will create a digital product. Actually, you can do any of these, right? And I'll talk about the different digital products, but the digital product that you create is going to be aimed to only solve that one problem and solve it quickly. So you're going to create a potential digital product, and we're going to talk about your different options. You're going to create the digital product that helps me solve my back pain issue in hours or days, not weeks, months, or years, because we all come in at different price points. Some people might not be able to afford spending $10,000 every 6 months on having their back realigned. But most people might be able to afford a $20 digital product that includes an exercise routine that they should do before they go to bed. And people will pay for that because it's going to solve the problem. So now that we have given you step number 3, let's talk about the different digital products. And one cool thing that you can do is if you don't want to create your own digital product, you can go out there and buy ones that are already done for you. These are called PLR or private label rights. You can go to different websites. One's called like buyplr.com or something like that. And you can find digital products that have already been created. These are going to be ebooks. They're going to be planners and workbooks and even video courses that you can buy, download, and then resell as your own. The great part about it is that you don't have to do any of the work of actually putting together this digital product. You might have to clean it up a little bit where you are adding or changing logos. You might have to update some information. Some of it might be old, but it's going to save you a significant amount of time than having to do it yourself, which is really cool. Another option is you can actually go over to Fiverr and hire somebody to do this for you. For example, let's say you did a budget planner. Let's say you are an accountant, right? Or maybe not even an accountant. Maybe you do accounts receivable for your small trucking company. You have a very good understanding of what FIFO is, first in, first out, first in, last out, all of that different stuff. But you don't have the time to create a budget tracker for small businesses, or maybe like an audit or whatever it is. You can go over to a website like Fiverr and hire somebody for $50 to create that for you. Create a Google Sheet or Microsoft Excel document, create it for you. You pay them, they give it to you, and then you can just sell it as your own. Pretty cool. But there's Fiverr, Upwork, People Per Hour. Normally I'll use onlinejobs.ph because they do very good work. They focus all their attention on the task at hand. And as long as you are specific about what you want, they'll give you a good output. Now, you can do this with literally any niche. Comment your niche down below and I'll give you some examples if you want real ideas. But let's talk about these different ideas. One really simple one are planners. You can do a fitness planner. You can do a walking planner. You can do a water intake planner. If you are looking for ideas, you can go over to Etsy, type in your niche, and then type in PDF after or download or digital product, and you'll get a bunch of different ideas. They've got ADHD planners. They've got back to school planners. They've got study planners. If you are a nurse, you can do like a NCLEX exam planner. These planners are going to give people structure and organization, and that's why they'll buy it, right? So planners are really good. One thing that I really like to do are workshops. They can either be live workshops and then you turn it into recorded workshops, or just recorded workshops. And the reason why I like this, and I think I talked about this, I don't know if I talked about this in the last video, but the reason why I like workshops is because people will know, like, and trust you through your content, and then they feel like they're getting even more help. There's a certain level of status where people get to talk to you and ask questions and have their questions answered in real time. Because one of the drawbacks of courses is the course is not always one size fits all. And if someone buys a course and they have a question, there's nobody that they can ask. However, a workshop essentially is like a live course, but it can be modified, and it can be modified to each individual attendee. And that attendee can ask the pressing questions that are really bothering them so that they feel like they're getting a ton of value. Like, you might have answered that question in a course that you sold before, but because they get to ask you, they feel like they're getting a ton more value, and they feel like they're getting a lot of help. So I really, really like workshops. So you can create a workshop based on the problem that you found. So you could create a workshop where you're showing people 5 stretches that they can do if they have lower back pain. Some of the people that attend the workshop, they're going to say, my lower back is, over off to the right a little bit. And then you can say, hey, try this stretch. And they're going to say, hey, that helped. And then they're getting the value that they're looking for, which I absolutely love. Right. So one-on-one coaching, you can also do, or consultation. That's really powerful, and you can always charge a little bit more. The only drawback to one-on-one coaching or consultation is that you're limited by time. These other ones you can sell all day and all night. But, you can line up 3 or 4 coaching sessions back to back to back, and you can do it for free. You can use Zoom, you could use Calendly, line them up back to back to back. Personally, for me, I can only do 3 coaching sessions at a time. After that, I start to get a little loopy and I start to lose my train of thought. So it might vary for you, but just know that one-on-one coaching sessions or consultations, they are kind of stressful for you because you're answering questions in real time. You're providing helpful information. I just thought of another one that you can do, but there's 2 different types of coaching or consultation. You can do 30-minute quick strategy sessions where you're charging $50, which I really like, or you can do reoccurring where you're charging $300 a month, where you're meeting with someone for an hour every other month. really, really powerful. Um, Both of them have their places. You can use the $50 session to upgrade people into your weekly group coaching or your one-on-one sessions. But some people just need overall direction and guidance, and they're not looking for that bigger commitment. But again, this is all based on identifying one problem, question, or concern. That's all you have to do, right? That's all you have to really have to do. Another one that I just wrote down is obviously you can do group coaching. You can charge $17 a month, offer group coaching, where every single month you are helping people address a concern with their back pain. You can jump online and have people turn their cameras on and stretch with you, and then you can give them pointers on how to improve their stretching. And I always think about, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but there used to be a TV show called Sit and Be Fit, where they had older people sitting in chairs and doing kind of different exercises. But if you worked in the chiropractic industry, or even, anything with fitness, you can do this thing. I know before 2020, doing telehealth online was kind of like a no-no, but we were forced into it. And so I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't do it. You might want to have them sign a disclaimer or, something like that, but you could do group coaching one-on-one sessions that way as well. I also have budget planners written down, but with budget planners, you can do personal family budgets, you can do budgets for small businesses, budgets for weddings, budgets for funerals. That I think budgets for funerals is an interesting one, because when it comes to funerals, you don't really know what you need. But if you had line items and you wanted to keep the funeral under a certain amount of money, because my mom passed away back in December, and you don't realize all of the stuff that you've got to pay for. You've got to pay for multiple death certificates. You got to pay for the burial and the plot. And, if you're going to have a hearse or a driver, uh, another thing with a planner is planning the funeral arrangements, the flowers, people flying in, where are they going to stay? That it's kind of morbid to think about, but as a 40-year-old, I'm assuming you're about that age as well, you've got to start planning for that stuff for your family. And a death and dying planner, as morbid as it sounds, is an idea that I think you could consider. Another big one, and one that I really like, is affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is great, and I talked about it at the beginning here. Affiliate marketing is great because you don't have to create your own products or services. You simply would just go out there and partner with companies that are already well known and well established, and then you recommend their products and services. As I mentioned earlier, Expedia, you could recommend Travelocity, you could recommend these microphones if you're a content creator. If you work with a certain type of software, if you are, let's say you're a data analyst, you can recommend up-to-date computers or laptops, right? You can recommend, like I said, software that you use. There's an affiliate program for just about everything. You might have to do a little bit of research to find them, but the research is easy now. With ChatGPT, you can just type in, I'm a data analyst. Can you make a list of 10 affiliate programs for my niche? And it'll give you a bunch of different ideas, and your life will be easier. You just go through and apply. But I really like affiliate marketing. And there's a few different types of affiliate marketing. There's cost per acquisition, CPA affiliate marketing, or there's just kind of low ticket affiliate marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing. I've made a ton of videos about that. We can talk about that some other time if you want. Another one that I really like, and sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting, but freelancing for local services. And one of the ways I actually started making money online was freelancing, building out 5-page WordPress websites. And the reason why this works is your baker, your candlestick maker, your plumber, they don't care about their website. They only have the website because it'll help them make more money. And so if you can reach out to local businesses and say your website's not very good or your website's broken, that's a big one. Your website's broken, I can fix it for you. You can make $300 per client. Again, these people, they don't care about their website. They don't care about they care about how it looks. They just want it functional. They want the ability to collect payments. They want the ability to convey information. And so if you can do that, and what I did is I actually use WordPress themes to do it, you can make money. So the way that I went about it is there's a few different ways. I found clients through Thumbtack. It's an online marketplace where it connects freelancers with clients or small businesses. You can run Facebook ads if you have money, or YouTube ads. You can actually, there's a website called Data Exile, DATA Exile, and I haven't done a video on this in a long time, but I use my library card and in that website, Data Exile, and I got a list of all of the businesses in Kenosha, and I sent out emails, I sent out postcards, and told people that I would actually fix their website. You can also reach out to businesses through Facebook. A lot of businesses just have their internet presence, online presence through Facebook, and you can explain to them the benefits of having an actual website where they can collect payments. But essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go out there and you're going to find clients. It's a lot of cold calling. It's a lot of email. It's a lot of rejection. So just know going in, you're going to have to fire off a bunch of connections, make a bunch of connections. Try going to your local chamber of commerce. Try going to different events. Like here in Kenosha, we have the Kenosha Area Business Alliance. I went to a few of those and did some networking that way. See if you can go to career fairs or job fairs and connect with people that way. Yeah, so I think, so you do that. Local services. And what I actually wound up doing was I would charge people like $350. I'd go over to a website called Theme Forest, spend $50 on a WordPress theme, spend about 3 hours once you get good building out their WordPress website for 5 pages, and then I'd make $300, right? The only reason why I stopped doing that was because some customers have unrealistic expectations. They want their website to behave like a $10,000 website, and they only have a $300 budget. And so you can go from there. Anyway, so what you're going to do, the final step, is you are going to create content to attract people to you. I think this is really important. Now more than ever, people want proof that you can do what you say you can do. And I'll even have people reach out to me and say, I want to create better thumbnails. In fact, I was just looking at Instagram and I had a bunch of people say, I can help you fix your thumbnails, but there's no proof there. How do I know that you can do what you're saying you can do and you're not just a scammer? The best way to do that, the best way to show proof, is to actually have an online presence to attract people to you. And the best way to attract people to you is with social media and with YouTube. If you're going to do YouTube, do keyword research. Create content based on the keywords that your target audience is searching for. You might create content on how to make a website for accountants, or how to make a small business website, and create videos like that. And then inside of those videos, you say, hey, look, if you don't have the time or the want to make a baking website, I'll do it for you. Reach out to me or go to this website and I'll do it for you. With social media, you simply create content to attract people to you. You talk about their pain points, goals, dreams, desires, and things that they're thinking but afraid to say out loud. Now, when it comes to, let's say, travel, because I'm looking at it, you can make videos like the number one thing that people forget when they're traveling with kids, or 10 ways that the elderly are getting scammed when they travel to the Dominican Republic. Now, the only reason why I said Dominican Republic is because I'm looking at this YouTube channel, and one of the videos that he made was on the Dominican Republic. So make videos attracting people. How not to get scammed. A really good timely one, trending one, would be how not to get pickpocketed in Paris. I think there was a video out there where a guy tried to pickpocket someone, and they were from the United States, and the guy wound up getting beat up. Right? So you can make timely videos like that. 3 common mistakes, three things people leave at home when they travel overseas. Number 1, their passport. Number 2, their proof of insurance, something like that. But you make videos to attract people to you, and then you put your monetization in the bio, whether that is an affiliate link or your digital product. You can put it in your bio. Now, real quick here, because this video is getting kind of long, if you are going to sell your own digital product, you want to make sure that you have a sales page. And there's 2 ways to do it. You can create a sales page with Gumroad, Gumroad. gumroad.com, or you can use Gbolt Systems for $17 per month. If you use Gumroad, you can start for free. However, they're going to charge you higher fees because you're using their platform for free. But you're going to want a sales page. Then you're going to put a link to that sales page in your bio, in your description, and then you just keep creating content. The great thing about creating a digital product is that you just need to create it once and it'll sell for you forever as long as you keep creating content, and then you just keep creating content to push people back to your product. So like I said, this video is getting kind of long. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, which of these that you would be interested in creating. Yeah, maybe I'll make a video talking about how to find freelancers, because I've used a bunch of freelancers to create digital products for me, and it worked out pretty well. So I got to make my thumbnails real quick. I always forget. So let's see. All right. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day.